Well, the Department of Justice is proposing a new rule. They want to restore firearm rights for many nonviolent felons. The program is already projected to receive over 1 million applications in just the first year. And here to tell us a little bit more about it is attorney Barton Morris with the law offices of Barton Morris. Barton, thanks so much for joining us. So happy to have you here.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about what's happening. What's going on?
Well, for a long time, felons have been prohibited from possessing firearms.
Mhm.
People convicted of criminal offenses where the punishment is more than 1 year potentially. And they've been forever barred from exercising their constitutional right, Second Amendment constitutional right to be able to possess firearms. And so finally, now they will have the opportunity to be relieved of that prohibition because the Department of Justice is restarting a program that was held up in 1992 to restore firearm rights.
I think that this is a pretty touchy subject because just this year alone, we've had over 350 mass shootings. So I think when we talk about firearm restoration, especially for a group of individuals who society may view a certain way, felons, uh, it can be quite alarming. I mean, why do you think that this is coming up now?
Well, there has been recent Supreme Court and circuit opinions that have strengthened the Second Amendment. And what the Department of Justice is intending on doing is restoring rights to nonviolent felons, individuals whom have demonstrated that they are nonviolent, not a danger to society, not a public safety threat. And so there are a lot of people that fall into that category. So not people with mental health illnesses, not people that have committed violent or dangerous offenses, nonviolent offenders whom have changed their lives, that demonstrate that they have the character and reputation necessary to show that they can be trusted with a firearm.
I think maybe the concern comes from the fact that it does appear to be some sort of gun violence issue in America right now. And the fact that it seems like the DOJ is willing to give out more firearms or willing to restore those firearms for certain individuals, I think that that may be concerning. I mean, what opposition do you think will arise here?
I believe that there will be opposition, just as with any issue.
Mhm.
But I think that it is not a valid concern. The Department of Justice is going to be very careful and certain to only restore the rights of those who deserve it. And so we're talking about individuals who have demonstrated for years and years, even decades, of the ability to be able to not violate the law, to not be violent or dangerous individuals. These are people that really should have their constitutional right restored. Remember, it's a constitutional right, just as important as the freedom of speech or the freedom of religion, the freedom to be free of unreasonable searches and seizures. The right to possess a firearm is just as important as those things. But now we're going to apply it so that only nonviolent individuals have to be able to regain that right. And those are people that are not likely to get in trouble, not likely to use those firearms in a manner that is dangerous to the public.
Now, I read online on your article that this initiative could actually deter crime. How do you believe that that's so?
Yeah, I believe FBI statistics have demonstrated in many states now that do not have laws that regulate carrying firearms, that actually society is safer. We will have more people that are law-abiding, possessing firearms. This is going to deter criminal conduct. People that would otherwise perhaps break into a house or commit some dangerous crime are going to be less likely to do it because of the fact that more people will be armed, and this will actually lessen the amount of crime.
Now, is this something that's in the works or this is something that has already been passed?
It is something that's in the works. The Department of Justice has a program. It's called the 925 Restoration Program that actually does exist in the statute right now, but the program and the rules surrounding it and the eligibility, those rules are in the works and are about to be issued a final rule set under which that they can then take those applications and make those determinations.
So what does the process look like? Once someone submits an application, I can imagine that there's some sort of screening that they go through. What does that look like?
The application and the petition is quite comprehensive. The department will be looking at a lot of things, including the felony offenses, the facts surrounding them, the conviction offenses, pre-sentence investigation reports, and all other arrests, regardless of whether they disabled somebody's firearm rights. So that could be any misdemeanor cases, assault cases. They're going to look at everything and make a comprehensive determination as to whether somebody should have their rights restored. And so after submission of all of the required documents, they will then review each of those submissions individually and make an individual determination as to whether those rights should be restored.
Now, Barton, do you think that this is all a part of a much larger goal here to, maybe give folks a second chance here? I mean, everyone makes mistakes, right? Especially if you're a nonviolent felon.
There's no doubt. A second chance is constitutional in this case to allow somebody to redeem themselves. They've paid their debt to society. They have changed their lives and now should have the right to restore a constitutional right that other people probably take for granted.
Now, Barton, where can we learn more information about whatever's going on with the firearm restoration process, where that is, maybe even connect with you?
I have a website, which is armedagain.com, where people can learn more information about the program, about constitutional right of carrying firearms or possessing firearms, and about the program. I write articles about it, and there'll be information about when people can begin to submit applications. And also, I'm planning on having an event, a restoration event, where we are teaching people for free how to restore their firearm rights.
Good deal. Barton, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much.